Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the New Orleans Saints. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they interplay. They've gone a full half season since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And you don't get on win streaks like this without your defense playing a big role. They've created quite an identity, and I know they want and expect this streak to get to 9.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2018 draft, the Oklahoma Sooner, Baker Mayfield.
I guess we have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he'd probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. Still on his feet. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
In the back. Offense.
That's on Teron Armstead, the left tackle. Mayfield now on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Let's get a quick look at the Saints offense.
Two-time All-Pro center Jason Kelsey is one of the most athletic centers in the league. In fact, he went to the University of Cincinnati as a walk-on linebacker before converting to the offensive line. Can pull, trap, get out in front of runners in any situation, and one of the more intelligent centers in the league as well, handling all their line calls.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. Mayfield on first down. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. A look now at the defensive starting lineup for the 49ers. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll or chip away at their timing.
On 2nd down now, it's Grant. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
56, right there, 56.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. So here are the 49ers now with a long field ahead as we get a peek at the number 2 overall pick from the 2016 draft, standing at 6'5", Carson Wentz.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Grady Jarrett with the tackle. And here's the offense now. Charles, who's the guy you chose to highlight?
The tone setter, the guy in the middle, Alex Mack. His return, never good for the opposition.
Coming to you, coming to you.
From the 17, Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Wentz. Drops it off for Coleman. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz, he's got Burton here. And they'll get him down here at the 23. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Now Wentz on 3rd down. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Wentz now on 1st down. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. 13 yards there and a Niner first. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
1st down, San Francisco.
Now a carry for Lindsey. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Wentz completes it to Coleman. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call.
False start, offense.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call. But for a second there, I thought maybe they'd get a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. This is Peyton Barber. He led them in rushing a season ago. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wentz. This one into the hands of Burton. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll run here with Barber, and he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Wentz now on first down. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit that sack to Jabal Sheard. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Open man is Kirk, complete. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time with just punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Give him 2 yards on that play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Third and short yardage. Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. They'll run on first down. Grant. And that play is blown up. Losing yardage back at the 35. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Hey, guys, I got 19. He's mine. He's not going anywhere.
20. Hey, let's get that ball, Let's get that ball right here.
On 2nd down, it's Grant. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Here's Mayfield. This is caught by Jackson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. Working out of the gun, Mayfield got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. A first down throw from Mayfield. Completes it to Lee. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of 3, and it sets him up with second and just 2 yards to go.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
Go. Go.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch
Still
the
3rd
football.
down.
Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty.
65.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a 1st down. Threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. One of these quarterbacks going to learn. You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jabal Sheard able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. Taylor Lewan, the former 1st-rounder from Michigan, flag there. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. He gets it to Humphreys. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Here's Jackson to return. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Mayfield is going to find his running back. It's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. On the delay, this is Murray. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On the draw play, Coleman. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block it. But short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offense's backfield has been something else in this game.
It'll be a 45-yard punt, and couple that with a loss on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Mayfield running the option right. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
The former Maryland Terp, Jermaine Carter Jr., had the tackle. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 7 yards. The pickoff on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Mayfield. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. That one broken up by David Long on the defensive end. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw, Mayfield. It's caught by Jackson. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. That's caught by Jackson. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes, and he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kenny Golladay, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wentz. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now Wentz going underneath. It's Coleman. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Drops it off for Coleman. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. 1st down, Mayfield. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
54. Quit talking about it and bring it. Check.
Now a 2nd down run for Murray. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the 2nd half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. The Jets have now moved out in front of the Dolphins. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Completes it to Coleman. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On play action, it's Wentz. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. In for the sack, Deion Jones. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. On the return, Jackson. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of the 1st after a gain of about 9. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. From the gun, Mayfield. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. With a quick slant, good for 8 and a 1st. On 1st down, Murray. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Sidney Jones in on the stop. A gain of 9. That's it, brings up 2nd and 1. At the
from the 24, Mayfield. He's got this to his running back, Ty Montgomery. Montgomery hit, and the ball is loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll run forward with Montgomery. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Ty Montgomery, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the lead is now 17-3. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was all capped on the touchdown run by Ty Montgomery. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
It's coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go, here we go. If it does.
A nice pickup on 1st down, 7 yards.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there, let's get in there.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Barber. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Check 56. Hey, tight.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Out.
Following the penalty, it's Murray. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
56, Mike, 56.
A gain of a yard.
Stop here, D.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9. Mayfield. He completes it to Evans. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Open man is Galladay, complete. Then he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They run from the shotgun with Murray. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
He was brought down by Ezekiel Ansah.
He's tight right here.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Murray. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
3rd down and 9.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free, no 1st down.
And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes the 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Barber. And he's going to be met at about the 43. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. We have played 3 quarters, and that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go. Walk 54. Come on. You better bring it.
From the 31, Wentz, and he slings one that's incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And now it's 3rd down. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Open man is Gordon, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 16.
A gain of 15. 1st down, San Francisco.
On first down, it's Coleman. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right
Personal
at
foul.
the line.
Face mask. Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Here's Coleman. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity. I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. Fourth quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fell back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
On second down now, it's Grant. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Third down.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. He's got Evans. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Here's Grant. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Mayfield. Airing this one out for Evans. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
Offense.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 37 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Brandon Carr on the coverage there. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Wentz to throw again. He finds Humphries. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Wentz. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Wentz again. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. He gets it to Humphries. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. They'll run on 1st down. Coleman. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Wentz. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Grady Jarrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Wentz now to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Grady Jarrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. And the pressure gets to him again. Frank Clark in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And this one is right through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary 1st step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind, it's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes about him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They will run with Grant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Single.
Here's a quick throw complete to Galladay. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
This is Grant. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
At the 49ers.
They go back to Grant. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Down at the 31. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Down to one knee goes Mayfield, and that's all she wrote. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for New Orleans, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.